Right about now, I want to believe that you are going about your daily job, and of course that is indeed an experience. And guess what, you're not going to be alone, right? Because Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja gives you a radio experience that you can count on. We would be your companion. All you have to do is turn us on and put us in right there. Type it in, or rather better still, just get the dial, tune to the left, to the right just a little bit. Make sure it is on 102.3. And yes, you got us, right? Anyways, though, it's a Wednesday and that really feels good. Excited I am as always. And to also let you in on the fact that, hey, you should mind the company that you keep, right? I don't know who this is for, but I want to believe it's for you. If things are not going on rightly at the moment, you might want to just look back inwardly and begin to look around the company that you keep. Who are the people that are around you? And these are the people that probably might be the reason for where you are, why you're not making any efforts towards making success. I mean, if both of you are having the same, mindset, and there's no higher authority mindset, you might have to want to change your clique, right? Well, then I'd like to greet you in the way that I love to, and that would be me telling you Inakwana, that would be me telling you Messiere, that would be me telling you Ekaro, and of course Ndewonu. Finally, good morning. My name is Udwak Daniel. You want to call me UD? Well then, you can do so. And guess what? You're watching via the YouTube channel right there, okay, at Eagles FM Abuja. You're doing the right thing. I always say that. I admonish you to tell your friends, tell your family members, tell everybody that you know to show some support and love right there. Do well to subscribe, as well as on our Facebook page wall. If you're watching right now, you're doing the right thing as well at Eagles FM Abuja. Give us a like, give us a follow. And this is the pages, right? The pages on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja is where we get to bring you the headlines on the front pages of Nigerian newspapers. And guess what? We've got a couple of front pages for your listening pleasure as well as your perusal. And I'll be bringing it to you in a short bit. But as I always do, I like to bring it also to you, the 10 things that you ought to know today, right? What are the 10 things that you ought to know today? And now let's just get into it. And then after that, of course, I'll bring the front pages of the, papers to you. But then you're watching outside the shores of Nigeria. You want to also bring your 2 cents in the conversation. Let me know which of the headlines pops at you, jumps at you, tickles your fancy, or provokes you to want to have your say loudly and clearly, but in the most evil and responsible way. Well, you can just do that as you add +234, right, as a prefix to the numbers I'm about to reel into your audio visuals. And the number is 0907 0044 or 0908-766-8888. WhatsApp portal number where you can just send your voice notes right there too, as well as your WhatsApp message and the text message. All of them will do. Is 0909-705-4450. Okay, so I'll just intimate you already. There is anxiety in the People's Democratic Party. That's right, you heard me. PDP, that is, as it prepares for Thursday's meeting of the National Executive Council, that is the NEC, right? The division in the party deepened on Tuesday following plans by the expanded decision-making organ led by Ambassador Umar Damagom to restrict attendance to the constitutionally recognized members. All right, you might want to say that is some smoke, right? And Dangote Petroleum Refinery yesterday has announced a further reduction in the pump price of automotive gas oil. That's right, otherwise known as diesel, from 1,200 naira, which it was initially, now to 1,000 naira per liter. Okay, so the company said in a statement that the latest slash will positively affect all the spheres of the economy and ultimately reduce the high inflation rate in the country. So somebody says yay. All right, that one goes for a yay. But now the National Working Committee, that's the NWC of the ruling All Progressives Congress, that is the APC, have gone out to affirming that Abdullahi Umar Ganduje remains its national chairman. All right, this was contained in a statement issued on Tuesday in Abuja by APC National Publicity Secretary Felix Morka while reacting to the purported suspension of Ganduje. Alrighty, so it seems as though this heat will be felt indeed. Well, the Kaduna State House of Assembly on Tuesday set up a 13-man committee to probe financial dealings, loans, grants, and other project implementations from between 2015 to 2023, and that was under the former Governor Nasir El-Rufai's tenure. So the Chairman House Committee on Public Accounts, who is also the Deputy Minority Whip, Honorable Mugu Yusuf, moved the motion, and he's saying the public needed to know what actually happened during that period, right? Talk about getting to know what exactly is going on. Well then, yes, it is the public's right to know. But is it going to be stated? Is it going to be put out there for the public to know? Well, that is still remains to be heard. But then let's get on to Kano State and have you know that the Kano Anti-Corruption and Public Complaints Commission has announced new corruption charges and maladministration against ex-Governor Abdullahi Ganduje. Well, according to the Commission's chairman, Muhui Magaji, investigations uncovered the diversion of a whopping 51.3 billion naira from local government funds to unauthorized individuals during Ganduje's tenure. But don't forget, though, that the National Working Committee of the APC have said that Abdullahi Umar Ganduje still remains the national. It still remains, who he is, the chairman, national chairman of the party. But then let's bring it to your eardrums as well. The fact that the federal government has written at least 31 governors informing them of the impending flooding in their states between April and November this year. That's right. The Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Professor Yusuf Tsev, stated this on Tuesday in Abuja while briefing journalists on the 2024 annual flood outlook for the country. And then something about crimes and the EFCC. Well, the EFCC, that is the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, has detained businessman and socialite Pascal Okechukwu, popularly known as Cubana Chief Priest, preparatory to his arraignment today, being Wednesday, before the Federal High Court in Lagos. Cubana Chief Priest will be arraigned before Justice Kehinde Ogundare on 3 counts bordering on abuse of Naira. The National Drug and Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, on Tuesday, that was yesterday, destroyed a total of 304,436 kilograms and 40,042 liters of illicit substances seized from parts of Lagos and Ogun states. Now, speaking at a ceremony where the seized drugs were publicly destroyed in Badagry, Lagos State, the chairman of the agency, in the person of Brigadier General Buba Mawa, who's retired, said that the open destruction of the seized illicit drugs followed court orders. So it was not outside the courts, right? It means the court is in sync. Now, Yoruba Nation agitators on Tuesday threatened to cause more havoc if security agents refused to release their members who hoisted their flag at the Oyo State House of Assembly. Now, the agitators, through their deputy coordinator, Victor Adewale, in a statement, have also threatened President Bola Tinubu and Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State to bear the brunt if they fail to release the arrested agitators. Some guts, you might say. And then finally, the Naira on Tuesday depreciated to 1,100 Naira per dollar in the parallel markets from 1,080 a dollar on Monday. Well, similarly, the Naira depreciated in the Nigerian foreign exchange market as well, all right, to 1,148 Naira to a dollar. That being said, let's get on to the front pages already. I know that you cannot wait for us to jump into it. And yes, here we are today, being the 17th day in the month of April 2024. And keep in mind that it is a throwback Wednesday right here. Well, got a couple of dailies, but let's begin firstly with the let's begin with the Daily Trust newspaper. Let's just get on. Let's get on with the Guardian newspaper. So the Guardian newspaper has got a big story. It's on biometrics and SIM registration deadlock. All right. So the big story says endless enrollment gulps 57 billion naira in 13 years amid complaints and protests. You'd find the story on page 6. Now let me take you to page 20. Operators consider tariff hike to hedge rising OPEX. All right, you want to go find out that one? Go get a copy of the Guardian newspaper. And now let's take you to page 8. Lagos court sentences carpenter to life jail over defilement of primary 6 pupil. What exactly is going on? Must we see this kinds of headlines? I mean, yesterday we saw something similar. Somebody who's defiling the landlord's daughter. Now, okay, something has to be done and fast. But then let's see this one right here. It says NCAA issue 3-day ultimatum for review of private aircraft operators licenses. And you'd find the story on page 6. Quickly to page 3. Again, OB highlights insensitive, undeserving allocations in 2024 budget. Alrighty. Now let's get on to page 3 as well. Dwell with it for a little while. Reps caucus gives Tinubu ultimatum to end insecurity. It's about that time, you might say. And this one right here says security operatives uncover hideout of Yoruba Nation agitators in Ibadan. News page 7 has got that story, and the Punch is saying, or the Guardian is saying, that's all they have. But then let's take a bold walk to the Vanguard newspaper. Now the Vanguard newspaper is quite colorful in display, that is, and you might as well get on to our online streaming TV, I'd like to say it, right? So you can get visuals to what I'm saying exactly. The Vanguard newspaper, just above the Vanguard newspaper banner, I see this one on Okwama Ewu. It says families, chiefs demand detained monarchs whereabouts. So page 5 has got that story there, and just above that story as well, on page 13, Dangote refinery slashes diesel price by 16.6% to 1,000 naira per liter. All right, page 13 has got that story. Now let's take it to page 8. VP Shatima, Governor Bago, and Ayo Teriba, others to grace a summit, an economic summit, right? And you find that on page 8. Now, still on page 8, PDP neck Atiku, Wike's loyalists in battle for party's control. Okay, and now the big story on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper: food inflation slowing, federal government's revenue rises. Edun has got that to say. It's got two riders. The first one targets more foreign investment inflow. Second rider, IMF raises forecast for Nigeria's economic growth to 3.3%. Is that something good? Page 19 has got that story. That's right. All right, I beg your pardon. Page 2 has got that story, so you can go check on it. NCAA suspends permits of 3 private jet operators. Page 9 for that story. And then to page 13, Kaduna Assembly begins probe of ex-governor El Rufai's government. Okay, but you might as well know that El Rufai has been in the news and making some moves which quite a number of persons have deemed to be political moves, seeing quite a number of top shots in the political world, in the political system, but nobody really knows what the intents may be. But then let's get on to this one, page 20. Fresh herders attack, 26 security personnel, mourners, others killed in Benue State. Alrighty, not a good story right there. But then to Kano, on page 20 of the Vanguard newspaper, where Kano Anti-Graft Agency files fresh charges against Ganduje. Right, and then we should bring this one to you. Okay, of course, from the home front, sporting world. Rangers 3-2 Abia Warriors. Okay, Rangers win Oriental Derby, maintain NPFL leadership. Page 29 has got that one for the sport lovers. And that is that for the Vanguard newspaper. I've got some punchiness to do right now, so I'll be punching you with the Punch newspaper front page. Big story on the front page. Federal government writes governors as agency predicts flooding in 31 states. Page 2 has got that story. It's got 2 riders precisely, and I'm bringing it to you already. Federal government agency lists local governors local governments in Akwa Ibom, Lagos, Adamawa, Ogun, Benue, 26 others as high flood risk areas. And second rider to that big story as well, Benue demolishes riverside buildings. Lagos directs residents to relocate. Sokoto, Edo, others begin campaigns. Well, as much as it is very, very necessary to be proactive about matters like this, envisaging the fact that the flooding or the rains might be quite heavy, according to the meteorological department or agency right there, it is also very, very necessary for us to also take precautionary measures. And I think that's what the federal government is doing right about now, so that we don't have to spend so much on humanitarian services. But then again, when you say that people should relocate, what are those things that you're putting in place to ensure that they successfully relocate? That might be the question on your lips right there. But then let's get on to this one now. It's pages 4 and 5. You'd find NDLEA destroys 304,436 kilogram of illicit drugs in Lagos. Now let's take you to page 29. PDP NW submits reports on Wike as NEC meets Thursday. And now to this one right here, page 4. Blood on Chidima's dress matched Ataga's DNA. Oh, experts have got that to say. Remember that young girl who was arrested as a result of the death of somebody? I cannot place my head around that one now. But then some findings still are going on. And this one right here says, page 12, UCH denies harboring Yoruba Nation agitators. Okay, so have I brought it to you what is just above the Punch newspaper banner just yet? I'm not sure I've done that, but let's take you now to page 21. 30 billion dollars loss. Federal government may revoke unused oil well licenses. Now to page 12, 27 states failed to access 54.9 billion naira UBEC fund. And page 21 as well, marketers excited as Dangote lowers diesel to 1,000 naira to a liter. And then finally with the Punch newspaper, Naira abuse, EFCC arraigns Cubana chief priest. Today, page 14 has got that story. Still on the pages right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, we give you a radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. In case you're just tuning in, just be aware that in just a little bit of time, you also can have your say and let us know what you think about whichever of these headlines pops at you. But now we are at the stop of the Nation newspaper, and just above the Nation newspaper banner, IMF projects inflation decline to 23%, 18% in 2025-2026 respectively. Page 7 has got that story. Alright, something about the Dangote refinery. Alrighty, crashing diesel price to 1,000 naira per liter. Page 2 has got that story. And this one, how Tinubu's getting security economy right. All right, somebody has got that one to say. Who has that one to say? Go get it on page 4 of the Nation newspaper. EFCC arraigns Cubana chief priest for Naira abuse today. Page 7 has got that story. Now let's take you to page 4. Kaduna Assembly raises 13-man panel to probe finances under El Rufai. Kaduna Assembly. So it's not just one individual taking that decision. All right, then let's get on to this one right here. First Ladies RHI empowers 120 Southwest women farmers with 60 million naira. Page 3 has got that story. Students loan scheme set for takeoff with 1.2 million beneficiaries. Alrighty, and it's got a rider to it. Selected applicants to get upkeep stipends. Okay, so page 2 has got that story. Federal government targets 24-hour port clearance, and page 2 as well has got that story. And now at the base of the Nation newspaper, we see this one. Lagos community marches for Obaship candidates, page 5. And finally page 7, talks on border reopening ongoing. Okay, talks on border reopening ongoing right there. And that's what it is for the Nation newspaper. Now finally the Nigerian Tribune newspaper it is, and the big story, Damagum division in PDP rep sets tone ahead neck. Right, page 3 has got that story, and it sees two riders to it. G60 squares up to House Minority Leader, resists confidence vote. Second rider as caucus issues 3 months ultimatum to Tinubu to end insecurity. All right, and then this one right here on page 2 is saying on flood, Lagos, Rivers, Anambra, 28 other states at high risk from April. All right, and federal government suspends mining activities within OAU environs. Page 3 has got that story on security. Tinubu is turning fear to hope. Somebody has got that one to say about the president's efforts. And this one on page 26, bandits kill 26 in Benue. Ooh, that's a sad one. And then here, page 4, North-South battle over chairmanship of NAS Pension Board. It's got one rider to it, and one rider I'm going to bring to your eardrums. And the rider is intrigues delaying takeoff of board 1 year after. All right. Okay. Intrigues delaying takeoff of board 1 year after. And this should be the last one. No, it's not going to be the last one. I'll be taken with the Nigerian Tribune. So let's go ahead still. Federal government commences disbursement of 200 billion naira palliative loan to manufacturers, others. And that might be a yay too, so you might want to say yay. But then implementation, execution is what we are always all about. EFCC to arraign Cubana chief priest over Naira abuse today. Page 2 has got that very story. And now to page 5. It says Kano Anti-Graft Commission files fresh charges against Ganduje. It's right there in front of us. Some people just believe that, hey, if you got, accusations or they're alleged corrupt accusations, to you on you as a distinguished person, as a one with integrity, you might as well just want to say, you know what, you can look into everything that concerns me, give yourself to investigation right there. And some believe that you might just need to step down from whatever position that you are holding so the proper investigation will be taken over. But then we're hearing back and forth here and there, this one upholding, that one not upholding, and this one destroying what that one said. And it's just okay, quite a lot though. But then page 3, NCAA suspends licenses of 3 private jet owners. Alrighty, and that is all for the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. And it's about that time for you to also bring it on loudly and clearly, as well as letting your feelings known, but then keeping it in check so that emotionally you don't go way beyond, right? And then you need to put some civility and responsibility to it. Now let's hand down the numbers to your eardrum so that you can also participate. The number is 0907 353 0044. The other number is 0908 766 8888, and the WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. These are the numbers that you can call right there to engage and be a part of the conversation right here in the studio. I've got a call. Let's go take it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Yudi.
Yes, good morning to you.
I think the office man and a bit original.
Okwi, I'm not taking your calls. I'm sorry. What effrontery do you have, Okwi? Please stop this shenanigan. Please stop it. We're not ready for this. All right. Please keep the calls coming through. Let us hear from you. Let us know what you think on the headlines. But then I should also reel it into your eardrums. Okay, before I do that, let's get on to this. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yudi. How are you?
Good morning.
How are you, loved ones? My name is Abubakar calling you from Gwagwalada.
All right, Abubakar, welcome aboard. Let's have your take very quickly.
Taking the price of diesel at 1,000, it's not crashing. It's not crashing. We cannot call that one crashing of the price.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, with the advance of telecommunication industry, the revolution, when the first telecommunication giant came on board, they were selling SIM card as high as 50,000 naira.
Mm-hmm.
When the Global.com came, a new brand, an indigenous company, a rival company, they slash and crash a SIM card price to less than nothing, 1 naira. That is heavy library. That is crashing of the price. But the Dangote taking the price of diesel is still exorbitant. It's expensive source of energy. Dangote should crash the price of diesel to 350 naira. At least he is using national resources to maximize his business gains. He should give sense of belonging. We are collective partners in business. Nigerian people should not be turned into a body, into a merchandise where we are being bastardized. We should take gain from our resources.
Right.
We are not foreigners.
Okay.
That is the best thing.
All right.
That is my take this morning.
All right. Thank you so much for that one. Yes, there should be a crashing further, right? Because he is also, according to you, using national resources, to get involved in his business and all of that. Well, then, yeah, keep it coming. Let us just know what you think about the headlines. I mean, quite a number of things going on. The Demagogue issue, the division in the PDP, as reps set stone ahead of the NEC, and one of such, that is really that really calls to mind is the fact that the caucus issues 3 months ultimatum to the president to end insecurity. Well then, is that a step in the right direction or not? Well, anyways, hello, good morning. Hello. All right, that's a miss. Keep the calls coming through. Hello, good morning.
Morning, UD.
Yes, good morning to you.
Mr.
A mess here and there. Is this Moses? Moses, okay. I'm beginning to get it. Right. All right, talk to me,
I have
Moses.
not added any other greetings in other languages.
Moses, that's the best I can do for now.
Yeah, you try. Try your best.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I had one of the headlines of your news this morning that the NBA trying to have their voting this year as e-voting. Am I right?
Yes. E-voting, of course. They say from anywhere at the comfort of their homes and everything.
I think this also should be applied to the whole elections that we are having in this country. We are advocating that they should go for e-voting to avoid this corruption kind of a thing, malpractices in most of our elections in Nigeria. If they succeeded in this system, then we should adopt to that system of e-voting to avoid some of these multiple votings and multiple the voting materials. That is one thing there.
Right.
Then diesel, 1,000 naira.
Yes, to a liter.
Yeah, to a liter. Yes, I think it's a good one. It's a process. And we are hoping that it will come down beyond that.
Okay.
But what we are actually saying and advocating is that Nigerians, we should be faithful, especially most of our marketers. So the price of tea ought to come down, because when there was an announcement that oil subsidy will remove, you know that just within 2 days, price of tea escalated so high in the sense that we can't even afford to buy them again. But now that the price of these things are coming down, the marketers should also try their best to reduce most of these prices that have been up during the time of this oil subsidy.
All right.
Yeah. Then another one again, the issue of governors investigating their past this that is happening in some of these places, especially in Kaduna State.
All right, in Kaduna State. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Right.
If the one that succeeded in past and bring him to book, I tell you, the issue of corruption will be reduced or at least will be eliminated.
Okay.
Because sometimes I hate this issue of second tenor.
Okay. Moses, for want of time, please just wrap up in maybe 10 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, finally they will rule well in first tenor, but second tenor, some of them will come to a party.
Okay.
So I think it's a good one. Thank you, God bless.
Thank you so much, Moses, for that one. I mean, you said that you think it is a step in the right direction. Hello, good morning. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, I don't know what's going on, but please do well to call back. It is still 0907-353-0044. Hello, good morning.
Well, good morning, Daniel.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Felix from Lambata.
All right, Felix, welcome aboard. All right,
My regards to greetings to all highly esteemed callers and listeners.
That's right.
Abubakar from Gogola, I want to align with you. I thought this morning because you made a very valid point there.
Mm-hmm.
The crashing of the telecom industry actually was a good one then. Way back then, Daniel, you remember actually, like you pointed out, the SIM card sold for 50,000, 25,000, 35,000.
Mm-hmm.
A SIM card. Well, we didn't even shout much. We are just eager to get it, and we got it. So if they are bringing diesel to 1,000, no problem. What we are only pleading with the government is that open up the market.
Right.
Let other competitors, let other investors come into the field, and with time, I bet you, Daniel, then diesel, fuel, all these things will come down to the barest minimum.
Right.
Yeah, let the market forces determine the price.
Okay.
And talking about governors probing their predecessors, it's a good one. Nobody should live and act with impunity and think that there is no record anywhere. Nobody can catch up with them. No, let me see. You catch up with some of them. We try. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you so much, Felix, for that one. Taking more calls. Hello, good morning. Hello. I don't know what's going on with this particular line now. Please do well to cut the call and do well to call back. I'm giving you the two numbers, okay? So if you've been calling this particular one and it's not getting hearsay, do well to call the other 0908 766 8888. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Daniel.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
Olajide from Musisi.
Olajide, welcome aboard.
My sincere appreciation to the Dangote Group. They have made Nigeria and Africa proud. The biggest, largest single train of oil refinery in the world. And after said and done, the refinery kick-started with crashing of diesel from 1,002 to 1,000 naira. That tells you that we will be saving the difference between of imported diesel and that of Nigeria will be difference of 200 naira, which is not a small money when you convert it to dollar. That means we are improving economically. Secondly, we cannot expect that man at this moment when he just started to lower the price. We should not forget that refinery build was built on loans. It collected money here and there.
Right.
The money has to be paid. The money is running. So if anybody expected that man to start selling $300, we are deceiving ourselves. And thank God, Boa refinery is ongoing seriously in Akwa Ibom, which will give it library. Then Nigeria, they are working on it. All we require as a nation is patience. When we are patient, definitely we will see the fruit of this suffering, of this labor, of this hardship we've all gone through. So I implore all of us to exercise patience with this refinery and several other refineries that are ongoing.
All right.
And I know in the next 1-2 years, there shall be support for Nigeria.
All right.
God bless Nigeria.
Thank you.
God bless people.
Thank you, Olajide, for that one. You've made it, loudly and clearly. Let's go pay some bills. We'll be right back with the pages. Don't go away.
102.3 Abuja.
The city of Abuja is about to encounter one day of perfection, completeness, power, authority, healing, and breakthrough conference 2024. One day to shape the new year as the year begins. We lay the foundations with prayers, fasting, and prophetic directions from God's mouthpieces. Come and ignite your new year in the fires of God's presence with our pastor, Pastor Carthegiu Benson, and special guest speakers, Minister K.I. and Joshua Moses on the 20th of April 2024. Venue, Zoological Garden, opposite Area 1 Shopping Complex, Garki, Abuja. Time 4 p.m. Come and command your day. Remember, God can be trusted.
No offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.
I know that there's quite a lot to talk about, and it is indeed a feeling that is good to know that you are watching and subscribing via the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja. Thank you so much for doing that, and as well, thank you so much for showing support on Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja as well, and giving us a like, giving us a follow. That really feels so good. And yes, we're still talking to pages right there, and your voice is indeed very loud and clear. We would get into the WhatsApp portal, because I see quite a number of messages via the WhatsApp portal. We'll get there so that everybody would be carried along, but then let's just take with one or two calls from here, and then we will jump into that. So let's try this one now. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, I want to aim my view, please.
Okay, please. I don't know why we are just acting. This is now becoming. You're abusing yourself now, because I don't appreciate it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yudi.
Yes, please. Good morning. Fine, thank you.
Yes, my name is I can call you from Suleja.
Sorry, I didn't quite get your name. What's your name?
I said my name is Ike.
Ike. Okay, Ike. Welcome aboard.
Yes, calling you from Suleja, Niger State.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and the headline that I want to comment on is about this Ganduje issue.
Yeah.
I think that man he can sue the people if the pictures and the video that was circulating about that he was plucking dollar into his pocket. If it's not if it's make up video, they can sue them. But if it is not, I wish that man to just resign from his position and just have finished and go and write.
Right.
Because I don't think he's a very name is bringing us to himself. Just that's what I want to say.
Thank you so much. Right, you're saying that if that video is not photoshopped or video shot, right? Well, it should just resign. But if it was video shot or photoshopped, then the people behind such an act must be brought to book. Anyways, though, let's see. Can I still take any more calls? No, I'm not sure. Come on, there's quite a lot right here via the WhatsApp portal number. Let's see just one more call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
This is Pastor Opoga from Kubwa.
All right, Pastor, welcome aboard. Let's have your take very quickly.
I think the issue of El-Rufai, the State Assembly should do a due diligence duty concerning the money he spent.
Right.
To know if actually they were spent for the right thing. And on the issue of Ganduje, is a welcome development. The court should go into details and see if actually he embezzled those money. And in my opinion, I think the party should not shade it. They should allow the court to do their due duty. And also, other states will follow suit.
Right.
And bring to book other governors, former governors.
Right.
That they know that they have embezzled the money of the state. With so doing, the economy of this nation will improve, because the money that has been stolen will return back to the coffer of the government.
Right.
And there will be much money to carry out the duty. On the issue of the PDP, I think the PDP should sit up and forget about two major actors that are causing confusion there.
Right.
Mr. Wike and Alhaji Abubakar Atiku. They should not consider any of them when taking their decision. They should think very well and then reposition their party so that we can have a viral opposition in this nation, Nigeria.
Right.
May God bless Nigeria.
Thank you.
And may God bless Eagle FM.
Thank you so much,
Have
Pastor.
a nice day, sir.
Right. God bless Nigeria. God bless you too. Right. They should sit up and not allow their decisions to revolve around these two political actors, you say. But very quickly, I should bring this to you, to your eardrums. The fact that IMF reviews Nigeria's economic growth by 3.3%. So the International Monetary Fund has reviewed upwards Nigeria's economic growth forecast for 2024 from 3% to 3.3%, right? So the updated forecast is marking an increase of 0.3 percentage points from the previous 3.0% growth prediction published in the IMF's January 2024 World Economic Outlook. And then we should also let you in on this one. The marketers are indeed excited as Dangote slashes diesel price to 1,000 naira to a liter, and of course the Dangote refinery has listened to the calls of oil marketers regarding the reduction in the price of automotive gas oil, which is popularly called a diesel. So they've taken it away from the 1,200 to 1,000 naira for a liter, and this development has triggered some excitement among operators in the downstream sector. Right? Okay, so I'm trying to get some some facts for you so that you can as well have some idea about that. Well, the Northern Eastern Youth Advocacy for Peace and Development has opposed the Northern Elders Forum for threatening to work against the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. So the group noted that Tinubu has worked tirelessly since taking office to rebuild the country's economy, reduce insecurity, improve education, boost agriculture, and repair the battered image in the eyes of the international community. And okay, so a former national vice chairman, northwest of the All Progressives Congress, that's the APC, in the person of Salihu Lukman, has called on the president, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, and other party leaders to revisit issues surrounding the disagreement between the two former governors of Kano State, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso and Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, right? So he said that President Tinubu and the APC leaders must consider this as an opportunity of renewing the APC in Kano State and by extension Northwest and the entire North, right? And well, you already know that the federal government has written letters to governors, and agency predicts flooding in 31 states. Well, the president is eyeing, the president said, Nigeria stands to benefit about $2.7 billion US annually by implementing the single window project. Right, so Tinubu revealed this when he inaugurated a new digital trade compliance initiative codenamed the National Single Window Project at the Council Chamber of the State House, Abuja. Right, so the Single Window Project is a cross-government website which will facilitate trade by offering a single portal for Nigerian and international trade actors to access a full range of resources and standardized services from different Nigerian agencies. Right, now let's jump to the WhatsApp portal right now and bring it to your eardrums. What exactly is going on right there? I see your messages. I should start with this particular one right here, and oh my goodness, that's quite a lot. I hope that time allows. Okay.
Good morning, Ublak. Good morning, all our fellow listeners on this platform. My name is Eric Oshilaja. The caption that says Dangote will finally further slashes the price of diesel.
Okay, so that is a miscalculation right there. All right, we will get back to the messages in a short bit, right? And of course, when we do that, we will bring it to your eardrums. I want to believe that we are in sync now. Thank you to the engineers.
Good morning, Ublak. Good morning, all our callers and listeners on this platform. My name is Eric Oshilaja. The caption that says Dangote will finally further slashes the price of diesel from 1,200 to 1,000. It's a good news. It's honestly quite commendable. I may not be a direct user of diesel. So I don't have any engine in my house that runs on diesel. But of course, the company I worked for most time of the day runs on diesel. So in a way, to save more money for my company in terms of running costs, and also have more money to save. That's the good news, and it's commendable. Let's hope more of this will also come on stream. Excuse me, sorry, I have cold. 27 killed in Benue by bandits. Honestly, these killings are needless, and it's quite unfortunate. People keep losing their lives. Yes, the federal government need not to be blamed for all of these killings and atrocities, but also they are the one at the end of affair. Like I've always said, and I'll keep maintaining that our justice system is weak. Honestly, until our justice system is fighting to make sure criminals, bandits, terrorists are treated the way they should be treated, honestly, it won't serve as deterrent to others. Until when people see that when you commit any crime in this society, whether embezzling of public treasury, killing, other vices, you must be punished, and the justice must be dispensed as soon as possible. Not keeping them in the jail where their cohorts will also come later on and set them free. It's quite unfortunate. And among those 21 that were killed, just like you mentioned this morning, we have security operatives amongst them. Now some women have become widow, some children have become fatherless or motherless. Now, like I've said in time past, do we have a system in place that will make sure the dependents of these lane personnel are well taken care of to the best, of their ability? Now their breadwinner is gone, so all happened to the fate of these people. I just wish Nigeria well. Let me leave it there. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
All right, thank you so much. You're living it there. Well then, but you've made a statement though, and it's loud and it is clear. Getting on to this one right here and right now from Selassie.
Good morning to the listeners and callers of this radio station. Good morning to Abubakar from Guabalada. Good morning to Abubakar Ali, aka Tinubu Piki. It's been long that we hear you from this platform. Good morning to Bibi Blessing, Talatu, Usman Daura, Abdullahi Mekano, and Elder Onoja. I greet you. I want to comment on the issue of Dangote crashing down the price of the petrol of diesel. Yeah, he should do more. We're expecting him to do more, not only in diesel, even for petrol. Petrol should be crashed down. At least if Nigeria can be able to get the petrol at the rate of 250 per litre or 300 naira per litre, it will go a long way. And I want to talk about 26 killed in Benue. I'm not happy about that. People shouldn't be killed in their ancestral every day. I want to comment the issue of electricity. As I always say it, they should make electricity stage first. Nigeria won't complain, even if they add the prices of the tariff. As I speak to you every day, I say South Africa generates 58,000 megawatt. Their population is just 61 million. Egypt generates 59,000 megawatt. Their population is 104. Algeria generates 33 megawatt. Their population is 45 million. Morocco have multiple places of generation. In hydro, they generate 1,395. In solar, they generate 740. On wind, they generate 1,116 and 65. So these are the things. If you can have multiple places of generating, I'm telling you, Nigeria will progress. Look, you could imagine how many companies have folded due to energy crisis in this country. How about our refinery? Now they promise us that Port Harcourt refinery will start working by April. Still up to now we are in the month of April and nothing has been done. Thank you for giving me the privilege. Nagodi.
Yeah, about the Port Harcourt refinery right there. Melikari, the NNPCL chair, has come out to saying that there's a bit of hitches here and there, and they are still, assessing as well as accessing, what is going on right there, just to ensure that when it begins, there will be no excuses whatsoever, right? And now let's get this one to your eardrums as well. It goes thus.
Good morning, Mr. Odwak.
Yeah,
my name is Aya from Suleja. First and foremost, I want to comment Dangote for reducing the price of diesel to 1,000 naira. I think it's a good development, it's a good initiative. I hope it's going to have a significant effect on the price of goods in the market and also reduce inflation, because diesel is what most usually manufacturers use to manufacture the goods and services, and not only that, again, to transport from one place to the other. I think with this reduction, it should have a significant effect on the price of goods and services in the market. And governorship place arrested by FCC and to be arraigned. I think it's a good thing. FCC they've taken up their responsibility. We cannot continue to abuse our naira, our national currency, and nothing is done about it. US cannot abuse, US citizen cannot abuse the dollar. The UK citizen cannot abuse the pounds. Even the European cannot abuse the euros. Even the Chinese, the yen, the rubles, and they cannot abuse it in all those countries. But we are abusing our own here. These are the same people who are blaming the government for not ruling us very well. They are blaming the leaders for misrule, and at the end of the day, we are doing our own private dissent. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite sad. And as for Dangote remains our national chairman by APC, for how long is he going to remain as the national chairman? I think Dangote needs to step aside and face his case in Kano State. He's being probed by the present administration. He should go and face it. Let somebody take over the national chairmanship of the APC so that Dangote can go and face his problem. So if he's set free, fine. If he's not set free, let him go for it. House of Assembly set up committee to probe the former administration. Yeah, this is the price of that Aero5 will pay for coming up and begin to speak ill of the government. You don't come out and say that because you expect the government to leave you alone. He's going to pay the price, because it's as if Aero5 is taking another step presently from the APC that he belongs to. And when you look at that kind of thing, the people in the APC will not leave you alone. And I think that is exactly what is going to happen to Aero5. I hope everybody corrects his own mistake. May God bless Nigeria.
Well, God bless Nigeria right there. You made the points so clear, and well, it is indeed loud as well. Let's bring this one now to your eardrums. All right, I'll be taking the messages. All right, just let's get through with the voices.
Good morning, Mr. Inacho. I thank you people for bringing out information every day by day.
Right.
We wake up to hear one other news that will cover the other thing that is happening. Hardship is still on. Things are not easy. Food are still costing the market. My name is Mustafa Ahmed, calling from Suleja.
Right.
Yes, I heard you saying about a new national ID card. Is the new national ID card our problem now in this country? The way they want to embezzle another money again, that is the way. Then the contractors who did the old ones, they are crying up and down in the street. Federal government have not settled them, they have not paid them. You people should draw the attention of the federal government. They have not paid those ones that do those contracts. They are still crying up and down. Then electric tariff. We masses, we are shouting for hardship. We are crying for darkness, and they are trying to increase the tariff again. Let's see if the federal government will listen to masses this time around. We want to know if they will listen to bring the tariff down instead of highing it. Which day is the federal government going to listen to masses? Since in the beginning of this regime, we have been crying for one thing or the other. Please, can you people explain to us the one that federal government have already revised in our favor, in the masses' favor? They will go ahead and do what they want to do, and tomorrow morning we'll hear another news. Once they announce something, it has been done. It can be revised, even when the masses are crying. No revise. So we cannot do anything than to be following like that. How are they enjoying the ruling? Who are they ruling? Who is the president posting? Who is he ruling in the country?
All right, I think that's your question right there. How are they ruling? Who's the president ruling? If the cries of the masses are not taken into consideration? Well, I'm not speaking for the government though, but I think there's been some sorts of recall that the president has engaged in. One of such would be floating the naira, which of course he's already making such strides and taking a U-turn to ensuring that there is a mop-up of the naira so that we don't continue to face the inflation that we have. If not for anything, that is something, right? And let's get on to this one now. Okay, what's going on? Okay, I see the problem. Let's get back to it from the very start.
Mr. Edward, good morning. My name is Edward from Thank you yesterday so much for the advice. You are handling the station very well. But Eku should just go and apologize. I possibly see where we can welcome him back. He should go to that WhatsApp and apologize. Mr. Edward, what's happening in Benin State? It's lack of governance, good governance. Mr. President said everybody should go back and start governance. This is not time for politics. It was a welcome statement. Up to now, the person in charge of Benin State government is not interested in that. What is interested is taking over party structure where how many people are being killed in Benin State on daily basis. Look at the numbers today. It's a shameful. It's a big shame on us. I am from Benin State, so I expect whoever that's in charge of that state should look into security issues in Benin State. Why Benue every day? Benue. What Benue is the only not central state? That's my question. And then Dangote reducing the president. It's going to be a gradual process. It's not a gradual process. Seriously, let's give it time. And then another one is probing ex-governors. It is a welcome development. You start from NFI, who budgeted a lot of money about insecurity, and what he did was just to go back and make, in fact, someone who was trying to solve security problems, go behind and make a lot of noise, make a lot of comment that will even bring more problems to that state. So, where is the money? The president governor said that social money was, I'm taking a cue from me, so nobody will drag me to court. NFI should start from NFI. Followed by my middle past governor. He did nothing when he was the governor. He did nothing. That's what I expect our governor to do. He put that man to bring our money back. Kano State ex-governor Galunji, it is a welcome development. He should also be proved. That will set a record, a standard, so that anybody who's coming there will take a cue from that. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Edwards. You've spoken succinctly, clearly. You've spoken wisdom, and it is indeed comprehended. Thank you. Well then, I've got a couple of messages. Let us just very quickly jump into these messages already. This one right here says, good morning, Mr. Uduak Daniel. Good morning to you too. It says, this is Mr. Uche from Abuja. All right, welcome aboard. He says, the ongoing Abdullahi Ganduje case with the Kano State government is a confirmation of the widely held view that the EFCC anti-corruption war is very selective. How can you relate the unfolding drama in Kano and the EFCC silence to the case of the former governor of Anambra, Steve Willie Obiano, who they arrested and embarrassed publicly while turning a blind eye to Ganduje, even with the widely viral Gandolas video. This is very appalling. Thank you. All right, Uche, indeed, it is appalling, but then let's just hope that as we keep talking about these things, the needful should be done. Then this one right here, good morning. Good morning to you. It says, on the Dangote crashing crude price of diesel. Is Dangote producing only diesel? Why is he not also crashing the price of kerosene used by the common man, which is over 1,500 naira per liter? 1,000 naira for diesel is still too high. What we are seeing now is obvious that oil marketers in Nigeria and the NNPCL have been shortchanging Nigeria with unrealistic pricing. Furthermore, if our refinery starts working, all crude products in Nigeria will not be more than 300 naira, unless we're still being fooled by the NNPCL. He says, thanks, Abbas, reporting from Dutse. Thank you, Abbas, for that one. That is indeed a loud point. This one says, my brother Udwak Daniel in Akwana, Caro, Tutoma, okay, Messiere, and which are the ones did you put now? Okay, that's all. And good morning to you and all the caller and listener of this great, wonderful radio station. All right, says, this is Samuel from Kuje. I have the following as my contribution to what some papers are saying today. Immorality is now becoming a norm in the land, and until there's a serious punishment against those who are indulging in this evil act, they will not stop. The politicians should face the real governance and stop using their internal power tussles to divert the attention of the masses from their inability to provide the goodies of democracy. Our money should be respected and honored, and anyone who makes nonsense of our money should be punished very well. Have a great and blessed day, Udwak Daniel says. Samuel already, of course, it is from Kuje. Thank you, and I'm trusting you would have a great day as well. All right, and this one says, good morning, UD. How are you doing? I'm fine. Whoever said the government's fighting insecurities? The government is fighting insecurities, not saying the truth. We saw a video. Bandits observed Salah in the forest unchallenged. As for Dangote crashing price to 1,000 naira, he didn't do well at all. Nigeria is his father's land. He should stop gaining from Nigerians and not giving back. He could as well reduce it to 600 naira. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Joseph Jojo from Piakasa. He also goes on to saying, I remember Buhari and Emefiele telling us that Dangote refinery was a combined effort of the federal government and Dangote too. So the refinery was built by Dangote and Buhari governments. As such, he should reduce the diesel to 600 naira. Okay, so Joseph Jojo right there is saying that from Piakasa. Alrighty, okay. I would, all right, let's just get on to this message first of all. This one right here says, good morning, UD. Okay, good morning to you. This is James from Suleja. All right, James, welcome aboard. Says, good thing Dangote refinery has finally fixed price and is a step in the right direction towards finally resuming full production. However, the price fixed by Dangote's an ex-depot price, meaning marketers will still have to factor in cost of logistics before fixing their selling price. Diesel prices went high due to the freefall of the naira, which affected import costs. With the appreciation of the naira, those import costs have considerably dropped. The whole diesel price crash reports is just sensational. Dangote got Forex at subsidized rates from the government, so he owes Nigeria a debt of service to give better prices. On the case of embattled APC party chairman Ganduje, it's laughable that up until now, we are still seeing a back and forth on the video of the then governor receiving kickbacks. The fact that the authenticity of the video is being questioned is even embarrassing. Alrighty, that's what you got to say, James, right about there. Well, I mean, it's just another kettle of fish, if you ask me, right? It's just another kettle of fish, right? Okay, I'm trying to know who this is.